of Xah Talk Show. We are going to code F#. We are going to explore F#. I don't know F#, so I'm learning it. We are going to write a find and replace script, and we're gonna ask AI for help. Okay, this is Xah Discord. Join. We have all kind of people there. And here is Xah Twitter. So let's go to grok. So we're gonna use AI a lot. So today you guys are lucky. So because you have AI to help you learn a programming language. 10 years ago, you got Stack Overflow. So you go there, ask questions, then you have to deal with people. Then 20 years ago, you don't have that. You have like lousy tutorials, official documentation. They are incredibly hard to read, to understand, because these are, they are all elite coders. They don't really write good tutorials. But rather they use lots of jargons. They think they are doing computer science and so on. So today, you guys are lucky, you young people. You got grok to help you. You can ask it to write an entire tutorial for F#. So anyway, we're gonna learn F#, okay? How to write a find and replace script, So I started my own notes. I still have some cough, so bear with me. So I started to write my long notes, install, and so on. So find and replace script, okay? I have written that in find replace. I have written that script in Wolfram language, in Golang, in lots of, okay? So here is a Wolfram language example. In fact, we did this live. Hold on a second. If you are watching this offline, play at 1.5 speed or twice as fast. If you are watching here, say hi. Love to see your comments. Hello, Lemon Leaf, Stack Overflow, RIP. That's right. AI killed it, like overnight, like almost literally. Nobody visit anymore because you can just ask AI, and AI grab all the millions pages of Stack Overflow information. So they killed it, and they are suing the AI. AI also grabbed all my websites. Like I have an article on that. If you search for let's say okay, let me quickly go show you. Okay, so go. So I want to talk about today's topic, but let me digress. Okay, Wolfram language and Xah Lee info search, AI Xah Lee. So this article, AI Xah Lee site in Google C4 data set for AI training 2023. So Google got a website that lists all the websites that their AI bots grabbed. It's called Google's C4 data set. Then you search it, then you found my website, rank 56,000, rank this 1 million. So Xah Lee info, it's in Google's database, so they just grabbed your info without pay. Stack Overflow, Reddit, they sue them, but I don't have the power. I'm not in the mainstream power, relation family or whatever. So I don't have. So they just grabbed my website. But well, so all the AI bots knows about me because I've been blogging for like 30 years. Well, that's what it is. Okay, so we're gonna do, so let me show you. So today's talk show is about writing a find and replace script. Okay, let me just post a link here. And I have written that in multiple languages. So first of all, there is Wolfram language find replace. We did this live sometimes in 2022. Yes. Okay, find replace Wolfram language. And you got find replace in Golang. Click find text in directory, grep. So implementing grep, the Unix Linux grep in Golang. Okay, that's just grep. Then it's why so many lines? Because it got lots of features. Let's see what features you can grab. Let's see. Find strings in a directory can be a list of strings, so you can have multiple pairs. Golang is verbose. So then you have Golang regular expression find replace text in a directory recursively. Okay, then you got Golang, then you got Python. So this find replace is what I do when I learn a new language. So today we're gonna do Fsharp. So Python find replace regular expression find replace in a directory recursively or not. You can set what file name extension, you can set many parameters, or directory level. This you do not see often. Can Unix grep do it? No. Unix grep, my ass. I'm a Unix hater. If you don't know already, I've been doing a lot of live stream. Unix and Linux hater. I'm a Unix, Linux, C hater. Okay, not so much Linux, because Linux is kind of derived from Unix. But anyway, the Unix philosophy, the way Unix and C, I consider them the greatest responsible damage to computing industry in programming languages, in programming practice, and so on and on. I talked about that a lot. Okay, so in this Python script, for example, regular expression find replace text in a directory, you can specify level of directory. Why is that important? It's useful when you have HTML, because when you have HTML, for example, here's a link, and this link goes to up one directory. So, but that's my CSS file, cascading style sheet. Okay, close it. Now, if you in the current directory, Xah talk show current directory, go back. Now you go to the add Emacs feature diode. So now hide the Unix permission. This is an example of the Unix fuck dash rw dash rw dash rwa or mod. They got octagon octo number base. You use that to change the mod. Anyway, the username and the group and wheel, and root. Anyway, that's a Unix complexity. Okay, the most brainless idiots created them. They are not idiots exactly, but they are like the type of people. We just want to get things done. We don't care about design. We don't care about elegance. We don't care about beautiful. We don't care about extensibility. Oh, we can only care about architecture. You worry about that later. So it's like a virus system. So they just do it. But we are the fastest. That's a Unix and C fuckheads. Okay. Greatest damage to computing industry. Okay. Even today, we have so many other languages, but you got the C and C++ camp. They are saying, oh, we are the best. C. Anyway, so okay, so I already sweared a lot, so this video is degrading. Okay, people left. Okay, so back to what we were doing. So yeah, so I'm showing you this directory. So I'm telling you guys why it is useful, very useful, to have a grep or sed find replace command or script that take consideration of directory level. Because in this directory, if you want, because the relative links in an HTML structure, they work only if you are at certain level. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm not gonna explain. And let's move on. Let's get to the Fsharp. Okay, so we got the find replace in Python. So there are also find replace text in a directory. So what's this difference? Find replace text in a directory. Regular expression find replace text in a directory. Find replace text in a directory. Oh, that's Perl. Okay, so Perl is my earliest one. This is written in year 2000. Okay, Perl. Perl is dead today. Okay, so Perl. Then you got Emacs Lisp, one of the most powerful for text editing. So you got all these scripts, so let's copy that and let's open it. Okay, show the pink window. Okay, so search for topic. Okay, so here are all the links, or not here, so go down. So the first part of the topic link, so this is Emacs find replace text in a directory. So you go all the way down. The first topic box, this navigation box, is all about find replace in Emacs. So if you are using the Emacs, the greatest, most powerful text editor, you want to check out all these articles, search text, find replace by regular expression, find replace, and change letter case. That's a bit complicated. You find something, you want to change the letter case. Okay. Then highlight words in a file. For example, I can do that. So let's highlight all words Emacs. You see, that's kind of like find it, because it has to do that. So regular expression, then complete tutorial on Emacs regular expression, Emacs init, I search white space regular expression. That means, for example, if you want to search for Emacs rejects that word, so that's underscore Emacs low line rejects. Okay, but I can type Emacs space rex, that will still find it. You see, even though this is that's called Unicode. In Unicode, this character is called low line. So let's see. So you see, name low line. But traditionally, we say it's we call it underscore in English. Okay. And what is the etymology, the history of the word underscore? Why is it like underscore? What score? Well, that's because back then, 100 or something, 500 years ago, you have a stick like from a tree. You cut it to tally, to how they call it, to keep mark, to count. So that you cut it, so that is a score. So this character low line is like underscore. That's the etymology. Okay. Wordy blog, you can find that article in my Wordy blog, Disorder of a Man of Letters, Xah Lee letters, search. Underscore, understanding underscore, etymology of underscore. 1771, to draw a line under, from underscore. The figurative sense to emphasize is attested from 1891. Noun, meaning a line drawn below something, is recorded in 1901. Okay, so beginning in 1771 underscore. So that's how we got this character. Let's magnify. Let's see the glory of the font. Oh, okay, God, this is like close that. Okay, we don't want that. That's too big. Okay. Okay. So underscore. So let's copy that. So we digressed over etymology of underscore. Close that. Let's go to talk show. What is this? Yeah, this today's talk show. So go to, let's paste the link here. Okay, showing browser. We talked about underscore, and then I wanted to show you, that so Emacs, okay, find replace script in Emacs, everything you want to know. So at the bottom, that's everything you want to know about that in Emacs. Then the next topics box is about find replace in all these different languages. That's what we want. So we go here. See this box. Okay, now you just press a key, you extract all the links. Close that. Now we are back in Xah talk show page. Insert blank line, paste them, linkify or make a list, showing browser. Fantastic. All the programming languages exploration on their design, how they do that. So that's that. Okay. So I'm using Emacs, of course, and I'm using Xah Lee keys, the most efficient key binding system in the universe. This is the source code, 4,000 lines of code. Go to the directory. This is, you can see Xah Lee keys. Open it. Go to the top. Go to the link, the home page. Open it. Show in browser. Xah Lee keys. I did like 100 videos about this, and there's a video you can watch. Most efficient. Okay, it's on GitHub. Just go there, download it. If you are using Emacs, I have planned to implement that in VS Code because VS Code is very popular. I don't use it though, but so if I can do, make it also working in VS Code, that will add my credibility when I'm dead. I'll be remembered. Oh, he created the universal key binding system, Xah Lee keys, But if I don't do VS Code, nobody knows, because nobody knows Emacs. Emacs is dying. Emacs is a dying dinosaur. Okay, Xah Lee keys. Copy the file path, close it, and on the pink window, you can see all the commands, calls, and keystroke assign type. So, for example, I move the cursor. You can see Xah end of line or block 4 times. Xah next window frame. You see next window. So that's how I do it. Okay, go to the top and copy that, close that, Xah Lee keys. So let's paste the link here. Linkify. I don't want the full HTML, HTTP. So press, turn that into a local file path. Then link it. Then you got the title. Okay, so what's the difference? Let me show you. Okay, let me delete the. Okay, let's delete it. Okay, so here, wait, undo. Okay, so copy that. So here is the full URL. If you link it, you got the full link. You see, and you got the full link. But if you want it to be local, like a local link, so I turn this URL. Not that. Press. That becomes a full file path local. So you can see the command Xah side URL to file path. That's a command I call, and that's a keystroke. I'm using a Vorag keyboard layout. Okay, and Xah Lee keys. Okay, so you got this local file, file path, and press a key, it becomes a link. So you can see now it's a title there. Now if I compact the 2 lines, make a list, show in browser, then you can see the difference. Go down, you see, one is like the any arbitrary link format. The other one is more local, like this is Xah website. So, okay, now we don't want that. So go back here, there, refresh. So there we have it. Okay, we already talked for 20 minutes. Now let's get on to work on the Fsharp, shall we? Any comments? No comments. Okay. So let's just ask AI how to get file content a string. Okay. How to get file content a string in Fsharp. Okay, AI is gonna answer, and meanwhile, let's say in Fsharp, let's add that prefix. Now go back to AI and let's magnify. We want it larger. Okay. So Fsharp's most convenient common way to read entire file content as a string is use that. Okay, so let's copy that. Okay, so let's start just to wait. Fsharp, paste the code. Let's see. how do I run this? Okay, so let file path equals to, so you need a file path copy, wait. So copy this file path and select all, paste. So I got Xah show. Use add for verbatim string. Okay, content equals string file read all. Okay, let me just do some renaming. Let's run it. Let's see what it does. Fantastic and beautiful. Okay, so it prints out entire file content. Fantastic. So read file into a string. Fantastic. Syntax, color, everything show in browser. Fantastic. How to read file into a string. So that got solved. With encoding recommended for non-UTF-8 files. Okay, that's more complicated. I will digest this detail later when I'm offline. So this part, asynchronous version. Wow, it's got asynchronous version, unblocking. Interesting. Let read file async. So how does it do? Well, okay, it's got a async keyword. Comments, guys, 5 concurrent users, okay? Again, we are exploring F#, asking AI. Manual approach with stream reader, more control. Okay, got a little bit detailed, okay? So, okay, we don't care about that. So for now, how to read a file, that's already covered. How to write to a file, that we want to know. Okay. So, grok, please help me. Grok, I need help. In F#, how to write to a file? In F#, file IO uses .NET system.io namespace. Here are the most common way to write to a text file. Simple. Write a single string to file. Okay, use that. Okay, very simple. F#, fantastic and powerful. Functional programming. F#, paste it, pop it out. Okay, now hello world, hello F# word, fuck it. You know, that's idiocy. The hello world convention came from C, the brainless. You know, the best first programming language code should be 1 + 1. Simple, universal, mathematics. But the C introduced this hello world that like from there on it's downhill, you know, because this affect your mentality about coding, about programming. So I don't want hello world, okay? So write to file. So instead of, let's say, hi there. Hi there, beautiful. Okay. Okay, we don't want line 2, so that's just that. Let's see if this works. Output. So, okay, comment date. Write a string to a file. Run it. Does it work? Process finished. Okay, go to the directory. Search for output right there. Open it. Fantastic and beautiful. Correct. It worked. Okay, so open that. Delete that file. We don't want it. Okay, so but that's a code. Fantastic. So you just do content, you know, that's a string, that's a constant. So you just say write file dot write or text. Oh, and content. Oh, fantastic and beautiful and simple. Syntax, color them all. Fantastic. Write the string to file. So this is how I learn programming language. Logical, one task at a time. You know, then when you want to do find replace of all files in a directory, you can synthesize or compose them together. You know how to do one thing at a time, okay? So how to write to a file, how to replace string, okay? That is a simple one. That is a really simple one. That's just a string function, but I don't know. So grok, help me. Grok, help. Joy Practice Space says, I recently had a project in my undergrad about F#. How do you like it? And in context, what other programming language your school teaches you, like what you already know, and how do you feel about F#, okay? So in F#, how to replace string, F# strings are immutable .NET system.string values. Immutable means you cannot change them. So replacement always return a new string without modifying the original. Simple substring or character replacement, okay? Use the built-in .replace method directly on the string. It replaces all occurrences and is case sensitive. Okay, you can chain calls for multiple replacement. Fantastic. Copy that. Exploration of F#, okay? Okay, so a new one, F#, paste it, pop it out, replace string example. So let's see, hello world. Fuck, hello world. Hi there, beautiful. Replace original, hi. Let's see. Something in the water, something abstract. Okay. So replace water by fire. Replace substring. Okay. Of course, obvious. Shut up. Result, hello world, hi. Okay. Remove that. Replace single character. Okay, so hold on a second. Let's try that. Run it. Oh, yeah. How do you print then? Okay. How do you print? Let's see in F#. Let's see. Do I have my F# learning notes? Install file name extension comment and how do you print in F#? Okay, I don't have that. That's all important. Actually, that's the most first important thing. So okay, so start a new grok. How to print in F#. Copy that. That's one of the new things we need to do. My wife is home, I think. How to print in F#. Okay, so wait, let's clean this up. Okay, so actually I want to make them all into F2. Actually, make them all into F3. So completion H3, and so too tedious. Okay, so we can actually do a macro by start recording the macro. You can look at the pink window how I do it. There are command names there. Okay, start the macro, completion H3, enter, then end macro. Okay, you see K macro, end macro. Okay, now apply the previous macro, do it, then call repeat last command. Do it. Fantastic and beautiful. Can you see that? Okay, so now we actually just so that way it's more organized. Okay, so let me just cook. Let me cook So what is this? This is how to read file. Okay, there it is. And this is write string to a file. Okay, write string to a file, and what are we doing? And this is find replace string. Okay, hold on a second, put it back, cut, find replace string. And how do you print? So this is more fundamental. We need to know how to print. Okay, so let's create a new F#. How to print? Print fn. Print fn is what you do. Okay, copy it, pop it out, just run it. Okay, I'll leave the hello word. Very annoying. So print, wait. Oh, so there's two different characters. Two different functions, printf and printfn. Printfn will add a new line at the end, while printf does not. Okay, put it back. Fantastic. Okay, syntax correct. Show in browser. So we are starting to get organized. So I can grab this and then put into my F# learning notes and create pages. Okay. Is it good? Okay, nobody's here. Okay. So let's see. What's next? Next. Let's see. Next, we know how to print fn. Then how to replace string. So let's work on the replace string. We need to print p. Oh, I got a template. By the way, I'm using Xah F# mode. Okay, let me show you. Describe function Xah F# mode. I just cooked it up when I started to learn F#. I started to learn F# a few months ago, but I didn't continue. So, but anyway, I started to write a F# mode because I know Emacs Lisp very well, been coding it for 20 years, beginning in 2006. So it's 19 years, been coding Emacs Lisp for 19 years. So I'm very familiar. So as I learn a new programming language, I cook up the programming language mode in Emacs on the fly. So as I learn more about F#, the language, I add more templates, more keyword symbols, and so on, or syntax. Okay, so that is Xah F# mode. Close it. Okay, so you can see, you can tell, because you see printf is not colored, but printfn is. Why is that? That's because I didn't realize there's print of f. So I need to, modify, add as I learn. So now we can print it. So replace. Okay, let's see. Print it. Fantastic. So this is the output. Okay, so I want to change my variable names to begin with X, so that they are not normal English words, so I have better completion and so on. Now, what about the replace character? So replace a single character. Let's try this. Okay, so replace O by let's say A. Would that work? Result, delete. So run it. It won't do it because you have to print it. So you have to say print. Run it. Same thing in the water. Funny. Okay, fantastic. It works. Okay. So we learned two things. One is the replace method. Interesting. This is a functional programming, but you got a method for a string. Okay, so you got kind of like OOP feature in this almost pure functional programming language, F#. Fantastic. I think I love F#. So far, everything is so simple. Unlike Python, for example, the Python idiots, when you read a file, they talk about file object. You have to like then mode, read write mode, the string, stupid Python, one of the worst programming language. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check what's going on. Okay, so this works, right? Do it. Great. Okay. Great. Replace a char. Okay. Now put it back. Syntax correct. Showing browser. How to read a file. So read. That is part of this. Okay. Next, how to list the content. Okay, this is getting more complex. New one. How to list the content. Do it. In F#, you can list the contents of a directory using functions from the system.io namespace. The most common approach are with directory static method returning strings, or directory info instance method returning richer file info directory info objects. Okay. Okay, so first open the namespace. Open what? Okay, let's just try that. So this list only files and list only subdirectories. Okay, so list both files and subdirectories. Okay, there's quite a few. So let's get the file path. For example, we want the file path to be that. Okay, then cut that. Okay, so or dot for current directory. Okay. Interesting. So you use it supports the Unix shortcut directory.get files. Okay, return the string. Okay, so let's change the variable name. Oh, lazy. So what is this lazy? Better for large directories. Oh, return sequence. Interesting. Print them. File sequence. Then what is that operator? Sequence.iter. Wow. So this is starting to get interesting in the functional programming realm. Then with a pattern only .text files. Okay, this is important. So enumerate files, take a second argument of a pattern. Okay, that's we want that. So let's run it and see what. Okay, the value namespace type or module directory is not defined. Well, that's because it says you need to do this open system.io. Why is it open? Is it not like require or import? Okay, so it works. It works. So all the wait, what did it do? So it listed all kind of files. Okay, first of all kind of files, HTML and text. Then it lists all text files. So it repeated twice. So separate them. Okay, so I need to. This is very interesting. I need to look into them. List the content. Several varieties of ways. Fantastic. So far, I love it. Okay. Then last one in F#, how to list the content and all subdirectories. Okay. So does it show recursive version? So list both files and directories or entries using directory info for more detail. File size, creation time. That is very useful. Now recursive listing. Okay. Okay, fantastic. So let's try this one. Recursive listing. Fantastic. So you know, fantastic. The AI is just fantastic. Okay. So F#, paste it, pop it out, and you need that open system IO. Now I have a question. Why is it open? Why is it not import or require something? But anyway, let's try this first. Okay. So you need to copy a directory. So this is the directory we want. Okay, then cut it. Then, okay, so now you can say path equals to, oh, you have to say let. So I'm starting to learn F#, let, okay, let XPath equals to that. Okay, then change to XPath. Okay, then list file recursively, then you kind of pipe it, I suppose, to the sequence namespace, then dot iterator. That is a function, I suppose that's a function that goes, you know, it will enumerate, it will iterate through this result of enumeration. So let's see, file path, anything dot anything, search options or directories. Oh, that's interesting. You see, as opposed to the Unix, like you say, recursive, the, you know, which is silly because what you want is all subdirectories and their subdirectories. So the proper English description is just all directories and subdirectories. But when you say recursive, that is not totally fitting because recursive applies a implementation. But the recursion, but the going into subdirectory is not necessarily recursion. They actually might be implemented as a loop. Okay, but anyway. So let's try to run this. Okay, so what is going on here? So this enumerate files and search option or directories. And what is this? Okay, all files recursively or with directory info. Okay, so let's comment that out for now. Let's just run this. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, I think this is great. I think that's it for today. The exploration of F# via the great help of artificial intelligence. So far, everything is perfect. And I like the language, the F#. I've been wanting to learn another functional programming language. I know Lisp And I know Wolfram language. That's the two primary functional programming languages I know. Especially with Wolfram language, I have 30 years of experience. But I don't know any of the meta language family, ML or Camel, Fsharp, or the Haskell family. So it's very interesting, fantastic. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So now we know how to do these things, replace string, get file content, how to write the file, how to write to a file, how to print, how to replace string. We can implement a find replace script by putting this together, but I'm not gonna do it today. So that's it for today. Bellum expertise. Hello. So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. So it's now the holidays. So I hope you guys have fun with your friends or your family. Let's welcome a new year, 2026. Who knows what will happen? Today with AI technology is truly kind of a pinnacle of human technology achievement. Or you can say it's a turning point. Like in each generation or each 100 years, people say this is the most important era, but not really, because the next 100 years, people will say that is the most important critical era. For example, when we reached internet age 20 years ago, there's something. Or when we reached TV 100 years ago, people say something, and people envision a future. But today, AI is really phenomenal. AI and associated technology such as robotics and all sort of science and technology. So that's incredible. So you'll see what happens. I hope there's not much big, huge misery created by a handful of people like war. Anyway, so happy holidays and bye. Bye for now. We shut down in 1 minute. Okay, so today's talk show. If you like my stuff, pay me, okay? Go to xahlee.info, HTTP no S. Okay, so this is my homepage, xahlee.info, and go all the way down, and you can support me, sponsor me, PayPal me, Amazon gift card me, or Patreon me, okay? xahlee.info. Thank you. Bye. Fantastic.